Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I don't know when people listen to this, so we'll just cover all three.
Yeah.
Feels like that's the proper way to go.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cool yet rainy day here in Ohio.
Yeah, it's typical Ohio weather this week. I think we've had all 4 seasons this week.
Yeah, it was warm as shit earlier.
Yeah, warm as shit earlier in the week, and then it started, I think it snowed at one point in time with little flakes coming down, and then it rained, and then frost, and...
It's been a great day.
Yeah, it's 9:16, so we've had, minimal amounts of time to have a great day.
Yeah. I'm going to turn your mic up a little bit.
I thought I was. Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Can everybody hear him now?
God, I hate the sound of my own voice.
Well, I think that's normal.
Yeah.
It feels like...
You hate the sound of my voice? Is that what you're saying? Like it's normal to hate my voice?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I think it's normal to hate your own voice.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I think that'd be kind of pretty egotistical if you're like, you know what? My voice is awesome.
Well, I don't think I sound the same on a microphone that I do when I just hear myself talk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think you sound very similar.
Well, I'm sure you do, but in my ears. Plus, my voice doesn't fit my body.
Because it's high-pitched and you're wide.
Exactly.
I understand.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't have a lot of bass in my voice, so it sounds like a 10-year-old girl talking.
Well, you need to talk from your diaphragm a little better. Maybe not so much in the throat area. Get a little deeper. You yawn a little bit. Do a little humming.
Okay.
Or smoke. I smoke. So.
Yeah, that could work. Smoke and some gargle, some acid.
Yeah.
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 I gotta listen to. I wish I sounded like Sam Elliott.
I think everybody does.
Yeah. Yeah,
I do. I mean, I think I do a little bit. Like when I first wake up in the morning, like if I would record something, because in the morning, after I'm hacking up a lung, because that's what happens when you smoke.
Mm-hmm.
I should probably quit that at some point in time. Plus, it's crazy expensive.
Yeah,
I don't think people point that out enough. They're like, smoking's bad; it'll give you cancer. I would have to make you poor. I mean,
who would you rather have?
Some money,
poor or have cancer?
Rather have some money.
Yeah.
I feel like if you have some money, like you could do things about the cancer with the money.
Yeah.
Obviously not, everything, but some things.
Some things, yeah.
But yeah, in the morning time, my voice is pretty deep.
Nice.
Pretty deep.
Mine's not. No, we already covered that.
So I do my vocal checks in the morning.
Do you?
Yeah.
Mic 1, 2?
Nope.
Oh.
Morning vocal test.
Oh, okay.
Morning vocal test. That'd be a funny thing, though. I've had that one time where I woke up after a good night of drinking.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, man, we're like a McDonald's breakfast sounds really good.
Yeah, yeah. Or
so
just
drive over there,
grease.
like drinking all night, sleep, wake up, go to McDonald's, get in the drive-through up to it's my turn.
Yeah.
And roll the window down, and I haven't spoken yet.
And you can't say what you want to order.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Still there.
Medium or large?
Whatever. Just pick it.
Yeah. You know what pisses me off about McDonald's? 1, I don't like it. But 2,
what?
I hate McDonald's. It's disgusting. When you order a large drink, you get a large fry.
Right.
Okay. When I order a large drink and breakfast, why don't I get a large fucking hash brown?
That's a good point.
It's horseshit.
You should get 2.
Exactly.
Or they should make a big one.
They should make a big one. It can't be that hard.
You just mush 2 of them together.
Yeah, you should be able to. I mean, people do it all the time, right?
People are always mushing things together.
Exactly. That's what I thought.
I don't understand why they can't do that.
Yeah, but that's just my complaint. I mean, I think it's a valid complaint. I mean, I don't eat McDonald's very often, so...
I have a... Okay. Well, this brings up a topic. I have a complaint. I went through the drive-through for lunch yesterday.
At McDonald's?
No.
Oh, just a drive-through?
A drive-through. I'm not giving shout-outs.
Okay.
Not like you. They're not paying me. I'm not giving McDonald's anything.
I just said I don't like them. Like they're going to pay me.
I mean, it's still, any advertising's good. But it had to do with paying, because I paid cash. Is it really a thing like they need to send the cash taker person to training of how to give your change back to you?
Yeah, it's actually a thing now because people don't know how to give change back.
Well, this kid flunked it.
Yeah.
Because, okay, Here's what happened. I'll try to be as verbally descriptive as I can.
All right.
So the change, the actual coinage, he had between his first finger and thumb.
Oh.
Okay?
Yeah.
The bills, he had between his middle finger and first finger.
Oh.
And the receipt was between his ring finger and middle finger.
So he was pinky up.
Yeah, he was pinky up with all three parts of the change giving back situation in different grips.
Did he drop it all?
No.
Okay.
But let me hand something to you like that and have you try to grab it.
That's a good point.
Of like, hey, I'm going to need to encompass your whole hand.
Yeah,
of like,
exactly.
Here's one. Just put the change on top of the receipt. Or the bills on top of the receipt with the change on top of that. And then you can hold that between your fingers and drop it in my hand like a normal fucking person.
Or you may have to use two hands some point in time.
Or you know what? Go like some of them. Just throw that some bitch in a plastic box and let me dig it out like a moron. Because now I've had that happen before because some of them do that and like your credit card they're like, here's your credit card back, and they put it at the and you like you can't get it out of the bottom like
fuck.
I don't put that sticker on my bag either because you can't fucking open it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Greatest sticker ever.
I know it.
What is this?
It's fucking super
How does this keep me safe? I don't get it. But all right.
I haven't been to a fast food restaurant, if you call it a restaurant. It's a big stretch.
Restaurante.
Since Taco Bell decided to fuck their whole organization up and get rid of all their menu items.
Yeah. A lot of them have.
Yeah, so I haven't been because really the only fast food I eat is Taco Bell. And since they took all the things away that I like, I don't go there anymore.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Unless you count Subway as fast food. It's a toss-up for some people.
Yeah. I mean, it's weird.
It's not really that fast.
It's not. And not all of them have drive-thrus.
Exactly.
I kind of trigger in that drive-thru.
The drive-thru fast food. I get
fast food. And Taco Bell, they took away a lot of that stuff. But then they just changed, because it was $5 boxes. That's a nice deal.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
And they had like the greatest one ever, which was just like this.
The very, very first one they had out?
The double stack thing.
Yeah, that was good shit.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Then they changed it now for like a cheesy gordita of like, here's this oily bread.
Yeah.
And we're going to put some greasy cheese on the outside of it so you can taste how we cooked it.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, bring that other shit back.
Yeah. The very first box, it was like a beefy $5 burrito, that crunch wrap thingy, a soft taco, a hard taco, and then like that little cinnamon twist.
Yeah, I'm like, you're okay, man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm like, that's a good deal. Twist. And then they're like, well, we gave you too much food. Now you get a half a burrito, one bite of a taco, and then 2 cinnamon twists because we just got to get rid of them.
Yeah.
For $5. Yeah. It's bullshit.
It is some bullshit.
I hate Taco Bell. I love you. I miss you.
I assume are you a Mexican pizza guy? Is that?
No, I was.
What was the item that?
Quesaritos.
The
quesaritos were the greatest thing that they ever did, and they got rid of them.
That away because like you have all the shit to make it.
Yeah.
Like it's there.
It's like they got rid of all their steak items.
Oh yeah.
And then I liked the grilled stuffed burritos.
Yeah.
The big ass ones that had like everything in them.
Big boys.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a pound of stuff.
It was like a block of Mexican food wrapped in a burrito, and it was fantastic.
Yeah.
And they got rid of it.
I'll tell you the one menu item that has probably upset me the most.
Yeah.
Is it's from the place that you don't like, of McDonald's.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's a breakfast item.
Mm.
They got away. They don't do the bagels anymore. The bacon, egg, and cheese bagel.
Yeah.
To me, is like the greatest breakfast sandwich ever.
Okay. I like the steak bagel one.
Okay.
And same thing.
Same deal.
Yeah.
But just putting that on like whatever else they have, like the muffins or whatever, it just doesn't do it.
If I get a McDonald's breakfast, it's the McGriddle. You just kind of get that pancake in there. I hate English McMuffins. It's like eating a crusty ass cheek, and I don't want to eat a crusty ass cheek.
All right, I'm just going to let that go. I had like 9 things I was going to say there, but I'm just not going to do it.
Why, do you like the McMuffins?
Yeah, the Egg McMuffin's okay, but I mean, it was bagel for me.
Yeah,
the bagel is the
thing
bacon and cheese bagel. So when you hear this, Ronald, bring that shit back. Maybe spend a little less money on your face paint and buy like a handful of bagels to bring back.
I don't think is Ronald McDonald even a thing anymore?
I don't know. I assume so.
I mean, I haven't seen that little clown fucker in a while.
Yeah. Well, he probably does fuck clowns. He is one.
I understand that.
I mean,
but ever since that whole clown pandemic went out, where people were dressed up as clowns and scaring people, it's like, maybe not advertise with him. All right, should we talk sports or
no?
Keep
I have something else to say.
Okay,
we'll get to it. They have fast forward buttons if they don't like this shit. I got shit to get off my chest.
All right.
The one, and I think I mentioned it after the show last week, but what is it, the 15th of November?
Yeah.
And for a week now, for a fucking week now, you already know where I'm going. They've been playing Christmas music.
Yeah.
And I probably feel this way with my opinion, the way everybody else in the world seems to feel about their politics, that everybody needs to know. Like, I feel like everybody needs to know my feelings of Christmas music being out right now. Of if I just want to hear some music, I don't want to hear that music for the next 7 fucking weeks.
Yeah.
Just play the shit that's, play the hits. Motherfuckers, play the hits. And then I'll say that to people, and they're like, oh, I like Christmas music. Hey, fuck you. Because a lot of people, we've had this discussion. It's a, running joke. He might be a serial killer. Oh, he's dead inside.
Yeah.
I understand.
Mm-hmm.
But those people are worse than me.
Yeah.
I like to listen to Christmas music for 7 weeks. I like to tell Thanksgiving to go fuck itself because it's like it doesn't exist. How can you listen? There's like 9 songs.
Yeah, that's my thing. I'm
and
not
you tell me that Mariah Carey is the greatest fucking Christmas singer of all time?
Probably
not.
Probably not. No. Yeah, was it Bing Crosby probably is up there?
Yeah, well, he can't that because he beat a lot of people. Okay. I mean, in today's age, I don't even think I think there was something with Nat King Cole or something like that where he like slapped his wife or something, so they don't play that anymore.
Oh.
And then they canceled that Baby It's Cold Outside because it sounded like a rape scene.
Yeah, I know it. But
I mean, honestly, when you really
look at it,
when you don't listen to the song and you just read the lyrics, it's like she's trying to leave. It's like, dude, he did everything but fucking tie her up.
Yeah.
I mean, seemed getting a bit aggressive.
I think I'm just gonna go now.
Yeah, maybe just run, bitch.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck. But yeah, I mean, I needed to get that off. And if there's anybody listening that's that way, just, stop. Just stop.
I'm not really a Christmas music fan in general. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
nobody really is. I think a lot of people just lie about it.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Like, I can't sit. You know why I'm not? People can joke all that. Nobody has it on their phone.
No,
nobody listens to it on their
ringtone
playlist.
Is
exactly.
That.
You know what I mean? Like, that's so it's not a good song. And you're right. There's like 9 of them, and you play that all day
for 7 weeks.
Yeah, it's not.
We're making the switch to Christmas. Why?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what's good songs? The ones that people want to hear. They have a whole list and everything. I think Ryan Seacrest talks about it.
He still does that?
Yeah. Okay. It's on right now. I listened to that. We have one channel in this town that's not playing fucking Christmas music. I mean.
Oh, that's weird.
I assume, I don't even know if Christmas is happening this year.
Yeah, that's a good point. Not allowed.
Canceled.
Not allowed.
We can't have Black Friday, I don't think.
No. Nope.
Do it online, which
it's
2020, so for sure just do that anyways.
Exactly. You don't need
I got this deal at Walmart. You know who has those deals? Amazon.
Yeah.
All the time.
All year round. Yeah.
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 I didn't even see any fights about the PlayStation 5 coming out. I assume there was some.
I would have to imagine, yeah.
Yeah. People get crazy about that. I'll probably buy one at some point, even though I don't play. I bought every other one.
I only had a PlayStation 2, and then I switched to Xbox for some reason.
Yeah, I have an Xbox One that has probably less than 3 hours of gameplay on it.
I had a PlayStation 2, then an Xbox 360, and I never got better than that because I'm terrible at video games. I
used to enjoy the hell out of them.
Yeah,
I just don't now.
I'm like when you say, oh, you can't be that bad. Like, no, I'm that bad.
Like I'll get these thoughts when you watch of like, you know what? If I bought one and then bought like Madden, I bet I could get really fucking good at it.
Yeah.
But then I don't have the discipline for it, you know?
I got beat by the computer multiple times.
That's a tough look.
And the worst part about it was I was so stubborn that I just didn't quit. You know
just
what I
kept
mean?
going.
Like, I just kept
getting my ass kicked by the computer.
Yeah.
I'm not even restarting this game.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't restart the game. I just kept playing it through because I was so pissed off.
I mean, as I beat the computer at chess.
Yeah.
And I'm not great at chess. So
exactly.
You should be okay against a foot. Yeah, just put it on easy, man.
Yeah. No, I mean, I mean, don't get me wrong. I play it on, pro or all pro or whatever. Yeah.
I hear about that other bitch shit.
I got beat 73-6 online one time against the child, and I was 20.
Bet he was just talking mad shit too.
Yeah, and I didn't have the headset on, so you could hear it come through through
the TV.
Yeah, so everybody heard it. And this kid was 10, and I was getting my ass whooped. I mean, I've never heard those kinds of words come out of a 10-year-old's mouth before, but it was a lot.
Impressive.
It was a lot of cuss words.
The internet does a wonderful thing these days.
Told me to do a lot of things to my mom, so yeah.
That's an odd tip.
I know.
Well, yeah, but he's 10,
exactly.
so he doesn't know.
No. And they were like low budget burns too. You know what I mean? There were swears that try to beef it up, but they weren't very good.
Yeah.
Oh,
a lot of them, they kind of tough talk, but they can't back it up.
No,
they can't take a fucking punch for shit.
No, not at all.
Let alone
beat the shit of a 10-year-old.
Wheel kick.
Yeah.
To the temple.
Punt that bitch.
Lights out, motherfucker. Okay, you want to talk about sports now? That's a transition.
All the people we just lost.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's fast forward buttons. They can skip ahead.
Yeah, okay.
They probably liked it.
Yeah, sports. So
seeing as how our picks and stuff, that wasn't worth a fuck. So we'll cover that later.
Yeah, so
in the program.
Nothing has changed this week, as in the fact that Michigan got any better.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's
one of those things too of that usually I don't stay up that late.
Yeah.
But I stayed up and watched that whole fucking game just because I felt like I needed to.
Yeah.
It was just one of those of that's the same where you look at car wrecks and
yeah,
it just
I don't know why they're so bad
to the point where Herb Street and Fowler when you're getting called out by probably two of the nicest guys because they never say shit about anybody.
No, they try to be positive as positive can be.
It was just they don't care. I mean, nobody cares.
I was so in shock because I didn't watch a lot of it because I didn't want to. But I saw the score at one point in time, and I saw on my ESPN app that Michigan had 1 yard at one point in time.
Yeah.
And then I saw you tweet it after I saw my phone. Yeah.
It was.
They had 1 yard. What was it after the first quarter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then.
And they had what, 6 possessions or something like that?
No, they only had 6 plays. Well, because here's what. On the first play of the game, they threw an interception.
Yeah.
And then on their next possession, I'm not so sure they didn't throw another interception.
Mm-hmm.
So they had 4 possessions, but they only had 8 plays.
Yeah.
But I want to say at the beginning of the second quarter, they got a rush of 3 yards, which was amazing. It was, it more than doubled their output of offense productivity.
Yeah.
But problem is they ran that draw play on 3rd and 8, down 14-0.
Yeah, that's a good play call.
It's just what it's you're not out of the game yet.
It's embarrassing.
It is so embarrassing.
So embarrassing because people were waiting. People made a stink about Big Ten football coming back, and this is the garbage that you're giving us.
That's what you're getting.
That's what we're getting. Indiana is leading the Big Ten East right now.
Yeah.
Because Ohio State didn't play.
Right.
Indiana is 4-0. Good for them.
Yeah.
Good
fantastic.
for them. Tom Allen. Good job.
Boom.
But they're leading the Big Ten East.
Here's another embarrassing one for Michigan.
Uh-huh.
It was either the first or the second pick. They, because they got it's in the big house, so they got those cardboard cutouts.
Yeah.
And they have one of the cardboard cutouts was that picture of that kid, that's got his hands on his head after that Michigan State fumble debacle.
Yeah.
What do they call it? The losing cobra or whatever it is?
Something cobra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they cut to that in there of like, okay, I'm going to tell you something right now.
Uh-huh.
This is your home field, and you know where that's from.
Exactly.
Well, they paid $100. Give it back.
Yeah, exactly. Why would you put that in your own stadium? Why would you put that in your own stadium?
Yeah, because they're gonna cut to it.
Exactly. And then especially that you got your fucking ass whooped last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which only begs to say is how bad is Minnesota?
Yeah.
That they got throttled by Michigan.
By them. I don't know, man. It is wild. Oh, it's wild that all those games got canceled too. I mean,
there was nothing.
No.
Nothing going on yesterday.
No. I mean, besides the fact that Wisconsin, fisted Michigan. And
here's the other thought. Then played for 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It's only their second game of the season.
Yeah. Did the starting quarterback end up playing?
Yeah.
Did he? He was able to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. I didn't hear anything because it was Michigan, Wisconsin.
And that's the thing of like, when you throw that in of like, man, this is only the second game of the year, and then throw it in that they were on protocols, so like they weren't even practicing.
No, they were doing Zoom meetings.
And they came in and beat your ass in your own place.
In your own place.
Biggest halftime deficit since the opening of the Big House in 1927. Think about that.
Wow.
Just shy of $100.
Wow.
And 28-0. And it looks like, and he's got that mask on with the microphone under it. Looks like he's got a cock growing out of his nose. I mean, just everything about the program is embarrassing.
It is.
And I don't really want to shit on them all day, but it's kind of tough not to.
It's so easy to.
I like to be positive and say, hey, but they did this. And they, hey, this quarterback, whatever.
Yeah.
I seen a tweet the other day, and I mean, it got buried. And when I say other day, I mean last night. Is somebody asks a question?
Yeah.
I don't even know the kid's name at Michigan, that quarterback.
Milton. Something.
Said, if you swapped and put Milton on Ohio State under Day and put Justin Fields up in Michigan, would Ohio State beat Michigan? Yes.
Yeah, they would.
Because I think Justin Fields wouldn't be a top 3 draft pick under Jim Harbaugh.
No, I don't think he would either. I think he'd be solid.
Yeah, because he's Justin Fields.
Exactly, but he's not
he'd get no development, no help from the quarterback guru.
Nope, from the quarterback guru.
That's had one quarterback that happened to be Andrew Luck like, you just hit the line. I'm not even 100% sure. Did he recruit him or was Andrew Luck just fucking there when he got there?
You know what? I'm not sure either.
Might have to look that up.
Yeah, I don't think he recruited
because
him.
Something tells me that Andrew Luck, seeing how we've seen Jim Harbaugh being in the way he recruits, something tells me that Andrew Luck wouldn't have picked him.
Yeah, I'm feeling the same way. Yeah. It doesn't get any easier for Michigan either. I mean, don't get me wrong; they don't play a tough schedule,
right?
But okay, so Rutgers, you can say what you want about Rutgers; they've been competitive, so they may give Michigan a run for their money. Then you got that shit show over in Happy Valley. The following week.
What? How is that going to be?
I don't know.
I mean, do you think they'll score 10 points?
I mean, yeah, because their defense is supposed to be terrible.
You think it'll be a shootout?
I bet.
Like it'll be like 48-47.
Double overtime. Yeah. You know what? I don't know. I don't even know what to think about that game because I don't even know why you play that game, to be honest with you.
I don't know why you just don't cancel the season due to lack of interest.
Yeah. Sorry. Nobody cares anymore.
Nobody cares, man. We're just done.
And then you got Maryland after that. They're up and coming if they don't have COVID.
I have something to say about that, too.
Mm-hmm.
And it was off, I think it's Bobby Carpenter or whatever, kind of what he was putting out. Maryland canceled the game against Ohio State.
Uh-huh.
Maryland did not hit the threshold of positive tests to where you have to. They just canceled it.
Oh, okay.
They didn't hit how many cases you got to have to where it's automatically canceled. They didn't hit that threshold.
Gotcha.
And then they did something like they didn't test in time to see if any of them were false positives like you're supposed to. Like you're supposed to go and test the next day.
Yeah.
To see if they're false positives.
Yeah. So they didn't want to play.
They didn't do that.
So they didn't want to play Ohio State.
But if they test out this week and some of them were false positives, they can play next week. Then I have to sit out So did you just take the Ohio State week off?
Yeah, pretty much.
Because you're undefeated?
Yeah, they got one loss.
They got one loss? Well, then it doesn't matter then.
Yeah. But I tell you what, man, if everything's cleared up and everybody's ready to go, I just have a feeling that Indiana-Ohio State game this coming week is going to be a tough one.
Oh, that is this week, isn't it?
Yeah. Ohio State...
Ohio State's defense isn't any good.
No, they're not. And Ohio State's offense seems to be, just as running smoothly as it can be, but Indiana with a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
Ohio State coming off a week where they didn't play, not to say that, whatever, they'd be rusty, but I just, there's magic in the air sometimes, and anything can fucking happen. But
what's one of those? And here, I guess I'll let me rephrase that. Ohio State's defense bad. It's not what it was because they get thrown on, and I think that is because for the first time in however long you don't have a first round draft or a number, top 3 draft pick rushing the quarterback.
Yeah.
So it doesn't seem like they get the pressure.
Yeah.
Which, hey, when you put your defensive backs are so much better when the quarterback's getting
pressured and exactly.
running,
or when they're worried about it. Now nobody's worried about anybody right now.
No, they're just not getting it done.
Yeah, I mean it's something else. But yeah, I mean I don't even know what to say because college football this weekend was kind of just bleh.
Well, it was going to be one of those weird weekends of how low were the Masters ratings going to be because football.
Yeah.
But it bailed out Saturday.
Yeah, it did.
Because, I told you I went down to my brother's. And when I went down to his basement, that's the man cave theater room, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
On the big projector screen. Because he made that point. He goes, it's pretty bad when on a Saturday on the big main screen we have golf.
Yeah.
And then he had a second TV set up, which I don't know, 40-some inch.
Yeah.
That is where the football was.
Yeah, that's a good point. Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, because they're just...
Yeah.
Every big team got canceled.
Yeah, Ohio State, Georgia, whatever, Texas A&M, Tennessee, Auburn, Mississippi State, Alabama, LSU.
Yeah.
I mean, those games would get watched over golf any day of the week, even if they're bad. You know what I mean? It's just, it's sad. It's sad.
That was, and does the Big 12 still exist?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Because you're hearing more about the Pac-12 than you are.
I know it. Yeah.
Which it just goes to show you that Oklahoma was carrying the load for them, just kind of like Ohio State is for the Big Ten.
And when they suck,
that when they get a loss or two, nobody is going to watch the conference. That Trask looked okay.
Yeah.
Yesterday I mean, again, I'm not going to shit on the kid because he's a really good quarterback. They're like, well, he's thrown 5 touchdowns. He's thrown 6 touchdowns. It's like, well, you're playing Arkansas.
Yeah. I hope you do that.
I mean, you should.
I think, but they were playing against their old quarterback from last year, that Felipe.
Yeah.
So I think that's why people were making it a big deal.
Whatever happened to was a couple years ago where Florida had that true freshman quarterback that the first couple games he came out was slinging it everywhere and then get popped for PEDs and then you never heard from him again.
I don't know.
That happened.
Yeah.
Because he got a year suspension and he was lighting it up of hey man, they got one now.
Yeah.
And then he got popped for PEDs.
Was it that Emory Jones?
No.
Okay.
No. And then it's just gone.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't watch Last Chance U. Maybe he's on there.
Maybe he is on there. I don't remember. No, I really don't remember that.
You doing them steroids? We don't care. Bring it on down. Bring it on down to Omeleteville. One of the best Saturday Night Live skits ever.
Yeah, I mean, just football in general this weekend sucked.
It was bad.
I mean, there was blowouts everywhere.
Everything's a blowout. There's not many good games. The good game, 25-24 or 24-23, but Miami, you're number 9.
And you're playing with Virginia Tech.
1-point win against Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
Notre Dame did kind of what you thought they were going to do to Boston College.
Give up points and score points.
Yeah.
I mean, they played to the level of their competition, so nobody's shocked by that. Did you see Fickle and East Carolina's coach have words after the game after you fucking fake a punt up however many were and you score off of it?
I'm okay with Fickle doing that.
Yeah.
Because they always do that with me. We need to put something on tape.
Yeah. No.
What if they make the playoff?
They have to start.
You have to do that.
You have to start beating the shit out of teams But
yeah,
that's the only way you're going to get credit. You know what I mean? But
now granted, the last touchdown was a 70-yard run from the third stringers.
Oh, I know.
Of like, hey,
I know. Be better.
Tackle them.
Yeah, exactly. But the punt on 4th and something.
That was great.
Scored a touchdown.
And, he made that East Carolina coach look like a bitch.
Uh-huh.
Like, it was like, you want to fucking go?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
we'll go. Exactly.
Okay,
yeah,
I'm out of here.
I'm out of here, yeah. Shut the fuck up. Yeah.
Fuck up. Be better. I mean,
exactly. Tackle the guy.
Where does Cincinnati go? Because it's one of those things of, I could see Fickle staying there for a while if they would go somewhere.
Yeah.
But you can't. If he never has a chance to play in the playoff, then you can't stay there.
You can't stay there.
You can't tell me they wouldn't fit into the ACC.
Oh, they would. They would.
Shit like that.
Yeah, especially they would because of him, because he can get recruits.
Right.
You know what I mean? He was a good recruiter at Ohio State.
Right.
So I mean, he knows how to recruit people. They have to be more consistent. I know they were pretty decent last year.
Yeah.
They're good this year. I think you're going to have to see a couple more years of that before they go into a big conference, just because nobody's going to want to invite Cincinnati into their league, and then they go back to old Cincinnati if they would get a better job.
That's just a bad thing of when the Big East went down and they went super conference. Of like, the Big East was a good conference. Well, one, was a phenomenal basketball conference.
Yeah.
But secondly, because it always had a team. Like West Virginia was on that run, and then Cincinnati.
Yep.
When Brian Kelly was still there,
was always a tough game.
Yeah. To where, like, hey, if you went undefeated there, you would make the playoff now, or you'd be right. Yeah, you'd be right there, depending on whatever else fell.
Yeah.
But now it's just like, okay, well, they busted everything up. We can't get into these conferences, so we don't exist. Yeah, basically,
pretty much. Yeah, I mean it's kind of the truth. But I think they would have to be more consistent. That you would see more winning over whatever amount of time. I don't think 2 years is going to let you in just because.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, in the way, the one thing they have to wish for now, since Notre Dame beat Clemson, is when Clemson and Notre Dame play again in the championship game, Clemson has to win by 35.
Yeah. Because
with Trevor Lawrence, if they win by 30, you go, okay, well, then we can discount that first win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Cincinnati would fit into the Big 12, to be honest with you.
Probably would.
I think no team in there, Oklahoma, Texas, that's really what you see.
But you could still score on those teams. You can still
score on those teams because there's no defense being played. Because you still have fucking like Kansas and Kansas State and Oklahoma State, all those teams in there, and you're like, Cincinnati could compete with those teams. For sure they could.
Well, here's one for you. It was the trivia question on the game last night was, who has the most wins versus a top 15 opponent while being unranked in the last 12 seasons? And the answer is Texas.
Oh, okay.
But here's the shocking one, with 9.
Oh.
Which means that's how many times Texas has been fucking unranked.
Yeah.
Which is just like...
Texas unranked?
Texas is, I mean,
Huh?
like, Tom Herman's going to be getting fired here soon.
Yeah. You know what? You're going to... And I think we talked about that. You're going to see a lot of coaches get fired.
Yeah.
You're going to, because people are saying the season won't count anyway.
I think it counts more. I really do.
I mean, you could make that argument. I mean, it's
can't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, it's, if anything, you're working harder to make sure you have a season, and these wins mean more because there's less games and all this stuff. And I get that part of it, but I think you're like, if they don't fire Harbaugh and that staff, then they're never going to fire them.
Right.
They're going to be there for life.
It's one of those. A lot of people were fire Harbaugh which you can't do midseason, because usually when you fire somebody midseason, one of the coordinators takes over for the rest of the year. Well, those two guys need to be fired too.
Exactly.
So what are you going to do?
Yeah, you can't do that. You're going to wait for the rest of the season.
Now they're at this point of he's got one more year left.
Yeah.
In his contract of, well, they're probably not going to renegotiate. Are they going to fire and just buy out the last year? Or is he just going to lame duck coach and be gone at the end?
Yeah.
Because right now you got to be thinking, what about our recruiting classes? Because it's kind of the most important thing in college football is recruiting.
Yep. And if you look at Texas, how many people have they lost this year because they suck?
Yeah.
I mean, I think they had like 6 or 7 kids decommit.
Yeah. One was like the number 1 quarterback in the country.
Yeah. And nah, I'm good. Yeah, you guys suck.
I mean.
Yeah, I mean, so you're really going to have to, I mean, I say fire him. How many years has you given the guy?
6.
I mean, so at that point in time, he's had his people. He's had a chance to have his guys, quote unquote. He can't beat his rivals. This year, he can't fucking beat anybody. So get him. It's time to get out.
Time to go. Because it's obvious in year 6, if you don't have the squad, I mean, they'll still get probably some defensive recruits with him because guys are going to the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
But not as many as that should be being Michigan. It's like, well, we got this guy in. It's like, well, yeah, but like 4 guys got drafted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, you're just not there, man.
I don't know. It's weird to watch them suck this bad.
Yeah.
It's weird. Because you always, I mean, as a Ohio State fan, you always root against Michigan, but you want them to be good.
You want them to be undefeated because then you want the game to mean something.
Exactly. And then those last however many years where they've had 1 or 2 losses going into the game, you're like, okay, well, this isn't as fun. Yeah. Because I mean, the double or the overtime game back in 2006 or something like that. Like that was one of the greatest Michigan Ohio State games I've ever watched as a child. I mean, even as an adult.
Yeah.
That one was fantastic. I mean, there was just everything. Everything was awesome.
There's just something about it. Obviously, you know, being Ohio, we're both Ohio State fans, but there's something about that game where like you're just nervous up to kickoff.
No matter what.
You don't, even if Michigan is like got 2 losses on the year, because it's still that rivalry game, like you still got this, oh man, but their defense. You know, it's always
I mean, they do this well, they do that well.
Yeah. But that was what ended it for me was 2 years ago when Michigan was the team and Ohio State wasn't.
Yeah.
They'd already lost twice or whatever.
Yeah.
Going, well, this is a year, man. Ohio State's getting beat today.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember saying that to my brother, and he's like, nah, I think Ohio State's going to win big. He goes, I didn't see it that way.
Yeah.
And then that's the year they put like 68
points
on the board or something like oh my God.
Yeah.
Like this is just so lopsided. And after, you know, the reports of Day saying we're going to hang a hunter on them after Jim Harbaugh called him a cheater.
Yeah.
That might come true.
It might come true.
Hey, Jim, do you a favor and just go ahead and put you out of your misery this year. We're going to see if we can get to 100.
Yeah.
Because there's no way you keep your job for that. Mm-hmm. And all your recruits that we may want, we'll take too. We're going to take them today.
Thanks. Appreciate that. I don't know, man. College football is down. It's not it's not down. It's just not what we're used to seeing.
You don't have any games.
Yeah.
There's just no oomph.
There's
there's
no excitement. Like yesterday, don't get me wrong, when Ohio State was canceled, I was still thinking, oh, okay, I'll watch some football.
Yeah.
And then when all those other games are canceled too, I'm like, well, I'm not watching football today. I'm going to get stuff done around the house.
There's nothing going on.
Yeah.
Watch golf. Not that I like the Masters. It's a little different. We can talk about that for a second. Not a lot because I don't know how many people like golf out there. But it's such a different look to see Augusta National. It looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Because it's Augusta National. But it doesn't look like it normally looks.
Yeah.
Because obviously you don't have the flowers and stuff because it's fall time.
Yeah.
But, and what a lot of people don't know is because, that place is closed in the summertime. We talked about that.
Yeah.
Because they have bent grass greens, which gets too hot in the summertime for them to kind of keep them. They go a little dormant. And they have Bermuda grass is what the rest of the course is. And as it goes into winter, it goes dormant, so it gets brown.
Yeah.
So then they butch that down, and the whole course gets overseeded with ryegrass every year. Mm-hmm. So that's why it has that green kind of.
Yeah. The beautiful look.
Yeah. That it's like, because it's literally, they are rolling brand new carpet out onto this property every single year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that overseeding took place about 5 weeks ago.
Okay.
So it's there, but the Bermuda's not all the way, burned out for the winter time. So it's kind of there too. So it's in this in-between stage, so it doesn't have that lush green look that it always has.
Gotcha.
Plus, you're trying to dry it out so you can make it faster. So usually it's pretty wet this time of year because, you're establishing new grass and water helps. So
yeah.
So there you go.
You got a little lesson in groundskeeping there.
Yeah, there you are.
Yeah. Appreciate that.
That's how it goes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean,
grass likes water.
Yeah. So, I mean, speaking of the Masters, because we've been talking about grass, Dustin Johnson came in hot yesterday and is now taking the lead, a 4-stroke lead. Let's see if he keeps that, because he is known to not keep it.
Yep. He's been known to make a few mistakes, like grinding clubs and bunkers and stuff to lose majors. That happens.
Yeah.
But, boy, the way he was hitting it yesterday, he only missed 2 fucking greens.
I know, that's incredible.
I mean,
that's fucking incredible.
And it was just like watching him yesterday. Like, it looked like he was playing a practice round with a buddy. Like, he didn't even know the tournament was going on.
Yeah. He just had that feeling.
Yeah, just hit it.
Let's hit it and go and fuck.
It was just.
Mm-hmm. I mean, good for him. I like the guy. I mean.
Yeah, I think the last time he had the lead, because there were some memes on that last night on the old the internet.
Yeah.
The last time he had the lead at Augusta is that time that he in the morning he slipped and fell down the stairs and hurt himself.
Hurt himself, yeah.
So it's like maybe just like a ranch style place to stay.
Yeah, maybe take
no steps
or take the elevator.
Yeah,
One of the two.
Maybe just be careful.
Yeah, it's wet out there. Just don't slip.
But yeah, I mean, it just seemed because one, he's going to set all the records.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's already tied. What is he, 18 under?
Something like 16 under?
Is he 16? Yeah, 16.
Mm-hmm.
He's second place in 12.
Yeah.
And I think the all-time scoring record is 18.
Jesus.
So if he shoots 68, he's at 20. So
yeah.
Which kind of sucks, because I don't like the Masters at that. Mm-hmm. It's a better tournament when we're like 12 to 13 under wins, because,
more people can get there.
You can see it, because you got this.
Yeah.
Everybody else is within striking distance of 12.
Yep.
So that's
makes
where
it a little bit more
best.
competitive, and you got more pressure on you and all that shit.
And it's all right to have somebody blow out the field, but without having any patrons.
Yeah.
It's tough, because there's no cheering.
Yep.
Just Paulina Gretzky walking around looking like she does.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good.
Yeah,
she looks pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Alrighty, so let's get into the embarrassing things that I did last week.
I'm not so sure mine are much better.
Okay, well, I'm pretty sure I went 0-5 in my picks last week, as my buddies reminded me.
Some listeners pointed out to you that your picking sucks.
Yeah.
And that you informed to me about how strong we both were
at the Bucks
on the Buccaneers. And that we may have missed by a touch.
Just a hair. Just a hair there.
Touch.
Yeah. So what was the first game?
First game, we both picked the Seahawks.
And they got trounced that game. That game wasn't close from the start.
Yeah.
They only got beat by 10, but it was a blowout from the get-go.
Right.
Go ahead. Next one.
Next one I got right. I had the Titans. You had the Bears.
I think that was one of my, fuck it, I'll pick the
I think that was too.
Did I pick the Colts?
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah.
I had the Ravens. And then we both had the Cardinals, which.
Oh, man.
I mean.
Oh, my God, yeah.
I'm going to kick that field goal, because. Here's my issue with Cliff.
Okay.
All right. Now, it was before they kicked that field goal, it was 3rd and 1.
Something like that.
And they did a rollout pass that everybody does in college.
Yeah.
That was like, man, it's the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Now's the time you just run it.
Yeah.
Just get it.
Yep.
And on that rollout pass, nobody seems to mention that it looked like Kyler just spiked it in the ground.
Yeah.
Like, it was like there was never even a chance that he caught it. Like, he hit the guy in the feet.
Uh-huh.
But and you've heard it said, like, Cliff Kingsbury would rather run a double reverse to get 1 yard
than run the ball,
than just run it up the middle.
Yeah.
And it seems that way.
It did. Yeah, it was apparent last week that he doesn't like, and don't get me wrong, they've ran the ball well this year, but it comes off of throwing the ball.
Right.
It's not a run to set up the pass. They're a pass to set up the run, which is okay. Yeah. But at some point in time, you got to be able to rely on your running game, one, to chew clock, two, to just to get up 1 fucking yard.
Yeah.
So,
and that was a doing that to make a decision, like maybe you get a chunk play, that's fine. But you knew the way that game was going, this 3 points with over a minute left, and they had that was never going to hold out. And the guy from Miami just banged a 45-yarder with no issue.
Yeah.
So what did you think was going to happen?
Yeah, I don't know. Didn't like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, that was a wonderful game to watch two young quarterbacks go at it, because Tua looks really good.
Looks
really good. So, I mean, that coach, the Dolphins coach, to me, is up for coach of the year.
Yeah.
I don't care what they finish. He had how many players last year were asking to be traded or cut or anything because they just didn't want to lose, and he still won games.
Yeah.
And they're a very, very young team. You draft a quarterback. You were playing okay with the old reliable Fitz, not even reliable, but the old Fitz Magic. You decide to bench him after a win to see if this dude is for real, and you bet right because he's now 2-0 as a starter. Now we don't know what the rest of the season's going to play out, but he's looking like he's made the right choice.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean they seems like they've got a guy.
And I can't remember the last time we've seen 3 quarterbacks drafted in the first round and they've all had success as a rookie.
Right. Yeah.
Because Burrow looks like a fucking man. Herbert looks like a dude, and now Tua's starting to come into what we thought Tua could be. So, that's a pretty good. You got however many quarterbacks were drafted. Well, you had Love in the first round too, but we all knew he wasn't going to play this year. But 3 quarterbacks, wherever 3 quarterbacks have winning records now as rookies. Or maybe not Burrow, but you know what I mean. He's a fucking man.
Should though.
100% should.
They got that tie against Philly that they should have won. The worst cramp of all time.
Yeah.
Cost them in the first game, and plus a pass interference on the winning touchdown pass.
Yeah.
And not to mention, in a minute, they gave up a touchdown to the Browns with that didn't even have to use a timeout.
Nope.
I mean, it's weird to say this because obviously I'm a Bengals fan, and I don't hold high hopes, even though I like to see them play well.
Yeah.
You could make a real strong argument that they could be 5-3 right now.
100% they could.
I mean,
you just mentioned 3 games right there where they should have won. They should have beaten the Eagles, no doubt.
Yeah.
They should have beaten the Eagles. They don't beat the Eagles because they can't block. They can't block.
Right.
Burrow was murdered all game.
Yeah.
You can't. Your defense. You have 1 minute left with 1 timeout. All you got to do is tackle the people and keep them in bounds. That's all you have to do, and they didn't even need to do that.
And how do you give up a 30-yard touchdown? Like when they took a 3-point lead, I had already given up on the fact that they were winning there.
Yeah.
I was just assuming overtime.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't think they'd let them march down the field and score a touchdown.
No.
But, okay. Here nor there, that was a couple of weeks ago. But I feel good about Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Which I seen something they said that where he got respect was in, I think it was a Jacksonville game. When he got on a pass, he got fucking lit up. And then throw a flag.
He didn't bitch.
No, and he didn't bitch.
Mm-hmm.
He'd got up, kind of looked around, didn't see the flag. And the couple linemen that were around him, the one guy that hit him, I can't remember who it was, that he looked at him and he said, hey, when I'm the GOAT, I'm going to get that call. And they said everybody on the defense like, that's a dude right there.
Yeah, exactly.
He ain't bitching about anything, but he just let us know when I'm the greatest.
Exactly. I'll get that call.
They're going to call that.
Yep. He's not wrong either.
No.
I mean, that's a call on Brady, Breeze, 100%. Rodgers, any one of those. 100%. That's a call. I mean, shit. There's 2 quarterbacks. There was 3 quarterbacks that's not a call on. Ben, Cam, and Andrew Luck.
Yep.
Those are, and I put up 4 fingers there. And and that's the only people that are not getting that call.
Yeah. That's man, those guys get killed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we can talk about the embarrassing pick that we both had with the Buccaneers last week.
Oh, my God.
I'm pretty sure the exact words that we used were Tom Brady is 7-0 after losing to a division opponent.
Yeah.
And playing the second game, he is 7-0, and he got fucking
worse
killed.
Than the first time.
Yes, worse. So let me tell you how much confidence I had in that pick. I had Josh Allen starting in my fantasy lineup, and I went, you know what? Brady's going to get it done tonight. And I switched him, and I lost because of that.
Josh Allen went off.
In my league where there's boosted points, he had 150-some points.
Ooh.
Tom Brady had 28. I lost
How did he get 28? That would be my question.
Exactly. I lost by 30.
Yeah.
So that was I had him started the whole week, and I thought, you know what? Tom Brady's going to get it done. And he fucked me over.
Yeah.
Fucking TB12.
Well, you can't say anything about that because he still looks like he's in good shape.
Yeah.
Just looked very bad at the football last week.
He looked
and
like
boy, Bruce Arians real quick throw him under the bus.
Yeah, he is. Yep.
A lot of times I have to ask this. Now I know he's had some success, but is it Bruce Arians' offense that causes a lot of these fucking problems?
Yeah, yeah.
They talk about the read progressions being deep to short.
Yeah,
which a lot of plays are, but it's usually like pre-snap of, hey, there's a safety over there. This is not happening.
No, it's not happening. Yeah.
So we got an intermediate and then a dump.
Yep.
And because man, when he was with Andrew Luck got the shit beat out of him. That's what the Saints defense did to Tom Brady. Is they don't have to sack him a lot, but they have to make him move. And boy, they were collapsing that pocket.
Yeah. Well, their offensive line's garbage.
Yeah.
I mean, their offensive line is terrible. I mean, Brady had to switch his stance to catch the snap. He has to be in a parallel stance. He cannot be in a staggered stance because he's got to be able to move and catch the snap because the snap is bad.
Yeah.
That's an NFL center snapping the ball to Tom Brady, and he had to switch the way he's been doing it for the past 20 years.
Yeah.
That's an issue.
It's a big issue.
I mean, you hearing that too?
Yeah, I'm hearing that. Pull your phone away from the recorder.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Getting a little static overload there. Yeah, it's just crazy of like all the weapons that they have. Now I think that's going to change. You know, I would still pick them to probably make it to the Super Bowl.
Probably.
I probably would.
Yeah, unless they play the Saints again.
I mean, yeah, but the Saints in the playoffs are a way different team.
Yeah.
Usually by that time,
they get a ref
Drew
to help
Brees
them.
is throwing fucking cinder blocks.
Yeah.
And
the ref hurt them.
Yeah. Like, I don't know why they switched to medicine balls in the playoffs, but Drew Brees can't throw it for shit.
I thought Sunday Tom was going out of his way to try to throw the ball to Antonio Brown.
And he probably was.
Make
him feel welcome.
Yes, I felt like that instead of, whatever it was. I'm not saying that he was doing it on purpose, but it just seemed like every time he was in the game, he caught the snap. That was his first go.
Yeah.
Not to say it's a bad thing, but you still got some pretty other good guys there to maybe throw the ball to. You know what I mean?
And I think all that shit will work out.
I mean, it is what it is. It's still early in the season. You're still going to the playoffs, but
yeah, they'll be fine.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
I think they'll be fine.
I may not pick them again, but
nah. So what? Obviously you were an offer, and what I get 2 wins, 2 and 3.
1.
I had the Titans and the Ravens.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot about the Ravens.
Yeah,
and I went over.
That's a good week.
Buck. It's a good week.
Probably had some listeners lose their houses trying to listen to us.
Yeah, probably.
That's just on money line stuff. I didn't even bring the spread into it.
Oh God,
bad.
Yeah, but I mean, I did you hear the talk of trying to add a new an 8th playoff team?
Yeah, that's only if they cancel games.
Yes,
though.
Yeah, but
which doesn't seem like that's going to happen.
No, it seems like everybody's kind of. They've done well enough to. I mean, hell, they played on a Tuesday night. Yeah. So I think that there's some time
figuring out how to finagle it around enough that that's just if they do, we can do this. But
and I think the only way that'll ever happen of a canceled game is if the rescheduled game, if that would happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that let's just say that a team doesn't play today because of the COVID thing. Right. They have it scheduled for Tuesday morning or Monday, right. The positive test, then I think that game would be canceled.
Well, it's basically the Pittsburgh and Titans scenario. Yeah. If that happens now, there's no bye weeks anymore.
Exactly.
So that exact scenario happens, then you're going to ding that because, hey, man, we can't make that up.
Yep. Well, there is one more bye week, I think. This week it would have been this week.
Right.
And then I think week 13, I think there's a bye week 13.
Oh, is there?
I believe so. Let me check real fast.
Seems like an odd thing. Who would have that?
The Buccaneers do not play week 13. And I do not know who they don't play.
I wonder if they had a COVID thing that
it was like that before the season. Because I remember I drafted Tom Brady and I didn't draft a backup quarterback thinking I got 13 weeks to find out my backup. Oh. That was how I was thinking. And
it's odd that you think that way.
Yeah, well, I thought he'd be better.
Well, a lot of people did.
Thought he would be better.
Didn't work out that way, though.
No. Carolina and the Buccaneers have a bye that week.
That's just weird. I've never seen one that late before.
Yeah.
It's usually like 4 through 9, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's the way it goes. That's the way the cookie crumbles, as some would say.
All righty. So do you want to try some pick'ems this week?
Yeah. You want to do something different this week?
Yeah.
Explain to your people what we're doing.
So since Randy and I kind of agree on some games and I kind of say, fuck it, I'll pick the opposite just for shits and giggles, we're going to split the games in half and we're going to see an overall record of our, 6, 7 game, 8 games that we have. So
Jesus. Getting awfully aggressive there.
Why?
6, 7 games apiece?
Okay, you want to go 5 games apiece?
Well, I mean, 6 or 7's a lot.
Okay, God.
Especially since, Well,
you pick your because
we'll
just do each other.
If we do 6 or 7 apiece, we're going to overlap some games.
I mean, we'll do each other.
I don't want to.
Oh, okay. Well,
not that way, but if you are, it's cool. I don't judge anybody, but that's just not what I do.
Judging me now? All right.
I said I'm not judging you. I mean, if you're into the tallywhacker, you do what you got to do.
Okay, fine. All righty. So we already saw. Oh, first off, the Colts beating the piss out of the Titans.
Beat the fuck out of the Titans.
Oh my God.
Titans are bad.
They are. If they can't. I mean, again, we've talked about it. If they stop the run, they struggle.
I'll tell you what. A lot of people, because nobody pays attention to offensive line unless your quarterback's getting murdered.
Mm-hmm.
But when Taylor Lewan got hurt, they can't run the ball anymore.
Mm-hmm. And he's a left tackle, which is odd.
Well, they overwhelming percentage of their runs are to the left side.
Oh, yeah, I know.
So, that's...
Well, hell, you lose an all-pro Jack Conklin to free agency as a right tackle. It's hard to do that, too, and you replace him with a dud and Tyson Prelo.
And honestly, with the Ravens, people talking about that shit with the way they run the ball.
Yeah.
Hey, when you have a Hall of Fame guard retire.
Yeah, and then Ronnie
Stanley. Maybe the best ever to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Ronnie Stanley gets hurt.
Run game's going to suffer.
Yeah. All right.
You go first.
All right. Here's your game. Hey, you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I'm trying to write, man.
Okay, geez.
Jesus Christ.
The Eagles and Giants.
That's a game I have to pick? Why is that your game?
Because I thought we were going to go back and forth.
Oh, we're giving each other games.
Yeah.
See, when you were explaining it, I was in my own world. I wasn't paying attention to what you were saying.
Well, thanks.
So thanks for giving me the Eagles and Giants
game.
You
can give me a shit game, too. Jeez.
I'm taking the Giants because they should... if I could spell Giants right.
It's with a G, not a J.
Oh, is it? Son of a bitch. Thought it was the Giants.
The Giants?
All right. Washington football team, Detroit Lions.
I knew that was coming. I knew it. Oh, fuck. You know what? I'll go Detroit.
Okay. I'm going to tell you one thing.
Yeah.
Here's a weird one because the line on that game is
3.
The Lions -3.
Yeah.
Which I want to sidebar this for a second because it's getting a lot of steam, and I feel like I'm on that side of it too. Ron Rivera's bad coach.
Yeah.
He's just a bad coach.
Mm-hmm. I know we praised him earlier in the year.
Yeah.
It's not good right now.
I love Alex Smith.
Uh-huh.
He's not a starting quarterback anymore.
No.
Great story.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yep.
But after your quarterback gets leg whipped, I think we can call that a leg whip.
Yeah.
And gets his ankle broken. Your quarterback that's not any better than the one you made third team.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this just points out that Alex Smith's a starter now.
Yeah.
How lazy or bad must Dwayne Haskins be?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's got to be something.
Yeah.
Because
he pissed off the wrong people.
Yeah,
I mean,
if you're not the starter now,
that's
like your career's over.
Yeah,
like I hope he saved his signing bonus money.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you're not getting another contract.
Uh-huh. Yeah. If you are, you're getting a fucking Jameis Winston contract. All righty, so it's your turn to get a game. Bills and Cardinals.
It's at the Cardinals.
Yep. And the Cardinals are -2.5.
It's a pick 'em.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, boy. Man, I just don't know what to... Like, this is a game that I wouldn't pick.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
It's a tough one.
Because I don't know who either of these teams are. Because
we saw the Bills last week. Fucking tear it up, and we've also saw them shit the bed.
I'm going to go with the Cardinals. Just because I don't know what to make of the fucking Bills.
Yeah, I'm with you.
All right. For you, Chargers, Dolphins. Rookie versus rookie. You got both rookies looking really good.
Mm-hmm.
One rookie's team has found a way to lose games that nobody else can find.
I know it.
And one rookie that was making comebacks. So
Yeah.
good luck.
I'm going Chargers.
I think that's the right call.
I am. I know, and it pisses me off. I used to hate the Chargers mainly because of Phillip Rivers.
Yeah.
But I like Anthony Lynn. Watching the Hard Knocks this season, I really like Anthony Lynn.
You always end up rooting for the team that's on Hard Knocks.
Exactly. And I like Justin Herbert, man.
I do too.
I really do. And I think both the Dolphins' defense has been coming up. I think the Chargers' defense is pretty good if they can stay healthy. But yeah, I'm going Chargers.
No.
Alrighty. Let's go for you, Seahawks, Rams.
Oh boy, the Rams are another team that nobody knows who they are. But I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go Seattle mainly for I don't.
Yeah.
Don't
believe in the Rams yet?
No, I don't believe in that. And Russell Wilson's he'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Had a bad game last week.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another one. Like if you're betting that game,
yeah,
because
they're begging you to take the Seahawks anyway.
Yeah, and if you're gonna give me Russell Wilson and 2.5 points,
yeah, I'm taking that
in a pick'em game. I'm just gonna take that.
Yeah, because he's such a good quarterback.
All right. Yeah. Fucking. I'm not saying he's not a great. He's a phenomenal quarterback. Garbage human though.
Probably one of the nicest guys in the
Could
league.
be. It seems like he has a really nice family too.
Yeah.
But,
all right, give me one.
Where the bodies at, Russell?
Give me one.
Where the bodies at? Okay. Broncos, Raiders.
God damn it. Why do you do that to me?
Hey, you started that shit off, man.
I'm going fucking Raiders because I don't know what the hell the Broncos are. Their offense starts to play in the fourth quarter when they're down 21. Yeah. So I don't know what the hell.
It's a tough game, though.
It is.
Because the Raiders
are still inconsistent, too. They've looked good. They've looked bad, but fuck.
Yeah.
The Broncos only play well when they're down 21 points. All right, so your turn.
My turn.
Ravens, Patriots.
The Ravens.
Okay. You say so.
That was, you think that you can put some money on the Patriots? You one of those guys that are going to run the table and make playoffs? I don't think
they're going to make the playoffs.
End up 11-5?
I don't think they make the playoffs. I just think that they can surprise a team or two.
Yeah, I think so too, but I think...
no, I would pick the Ravens too, but I'm just, trying to be a prick. So
I know, I understand. You're good at it. Kind of running out of games here that are
decent to pick from that aren't easy. Yeah.
It's like I'm not going to give you Cincinnati, Pittsburgh.
Yeah. You can give me the one above it, though, I guess.
We're probably not on the same website, buddy.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking Falcon Saints. Is that what you're talking about? That's
49er,
the one.
Saints.
That's the one right above them.
Yeah. 49er Saints.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I scrolled too far down. I think next start giving you next week's games. Yeah, I'm not giving you that game. Let's see. This is riveting listening.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad people are, here still.
Texans, Browns.
Everything says pick the Browns.
Yeah.
Because the Texans are trash.
Right.
But the Browns have to keep winning to make the playoffs.
Correct.
I'm going Texans.
Okay. That's one of those things, too, of like, that's a tough game to pick.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I think I'd pick the Browns is because Nick Chubb's coming back.
Yeah, that was my thing,
kind
too.
Of
but I mean, nobody knows if he's going to be on a pitch count. Nobody knows if he's going to, what the hell's going on there. We have one more game to give each other?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Vikings, Bears.
For me, that's because I'm obviously a Minnesota homer.
Yeah.
I think the Vikings kind of figuring something out.
Yeah, when
the Bears
when
are
Dalvin Cook is
exactly who we thought the Bears were.
Yes, exactly. We're finally seeing what the hell they're doing.
All right.
I think you can give me like 2 games. I think.
Yeah, I got one for you.
Okay.
Buccaneers, Panthers.
Told you.
I mean, that's.
I know. I don't. The Panthers may be one of the best 3-6 teams that are in. Yeah,
at the wire.
I know.
They're always in it.
I don't. I said, "Fuck." I'll go Buccaneers. I mean,
well, you have to make that pick.
I don't think that Tom Brady doesn't lose a lot of 2 in a row.
Right?
Especially the way he got embarrassed Sunday. I'd have to go Buccaneers.
That's a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's for me in a game like that against quarterback. It's tough for me to bet on Teddy Two Gloves.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't. McCaffrey, did he?
He's out.
Yeah, he's out. So there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't even see that.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, so I'm going.
I'm going to give you an extra pick.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you, and it's obviously with my team. The Pittsburgh Steelers look like garbage, and if they're primed to let a game slip and lose.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to lose against the Bengals.
Yeah.
But boy, that 6.5 looks okay.
Yes.
Yes,
it does.
Bengals plus 6.5. If it was plus 7,
if I'm betting the spread, I might take the Bengals in that one if I'm doing spread.
I would take the Bengals in that one.
I mean,
now granted, if they come off to where they're going to get 8 sacks, they're going to beat the Bengals by 20.
Exactly.
But I think the Pittsburgh's been playing bad enough that it's just time for one of these.
One of them is going to slip. One of them is going to slip. I think it's going to come in 2 weeks. I think the Ravens are going to get them the second time on Thanksgiving. I think that might be their first loss. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah. It's not going to let you set that timer, buddy.
Stupid watch.
But spread-wise, just a cursory glance and a run-through, I would take the Giants plus 5.
Yeah. I have -4, though.
I'm using the FanDuel application.
Oh, sorry.
So it's up to date.
Sorry.
Be better.
Sorry.
Be better.
I know. Sorry.
Well, we can't bet these lines because Ohio's fucking stupid.
They fucking suck.
Well, I need some more studying on sports betting. Hey, man, everybody does it already. Like, everybody knows a guy.
Exactly.
You think those little tickets are really just for entertainment purposes only? That get passed around everywhere?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't happen here. And, I'd take the Bengals plus 6.5, the Giants plus 5.
Mm-hmm.
I already said I'd take the Seahawks plus 2.5.
Yeah.
That's... I don't know that there's anything else I'd go. I would think about -5.5 on the Bucs, though. I really would.
Yeah.
The Washington Detroit game. You should take Washington getting 3 points, but how can you bet on them?
I know.
I mean, just how can you? Here's another one.
Mm-hmm.
I might take Green Bay -14.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Jacksonville is
garbage.
And how about that? That their one win is because fucking Colts.
I know it.
Who might have the best defense in the league.
They're good, man.
I mean, just
now you look at the people were giving them shit for giving the first rounder away for DeForest Buckner, but they saw the writing on the wall.
They knew what they had.
They saw the writing on the wall. The fact that we have to stop Derrick Henry to win this division.
Yeah,
we're going to go out and get somebody who can.
That's what you got to do,
and they did it. So
I don't think a lot of people even recognize that. Which, from my standpoint of who I am a fan of, makes it very tough. But basically, you build your team to win your division.
For sure.
That's the easiest way to make the playoffs.
Exactly. Who win the division.
Win the division.
Mm-hmm.
And then, if you're good enough, then you do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Which makes it tough for me of like, the Ravens with Lamar Jackson and the Steelers just always been the Steelers. I know we got Joe Burrow, but oh boy.
Yeah. Who are you drafting to make it to
Lamar Jackson's like 23.
Yeah, exactly.
But then again, I think people probably start cooling off on Lamar Jackson when it's gotten down to that point where it's time for him to be a drop back passer.
Not there.
It's not there.
Nope. And you've seen
if you can't play action, that's why I don't think the Patriots can hang with him today. Because Patriots don't have a good enough offense to make them a drop-back passing team.
They're able to run their whole base offense. Yeah.
And that's just,
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah. But still, being a Bengals fan, I'm like, ugh, that's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Tough division.
Yeah, it's a tough division.
Because Cleveland beat you.
exactly.
They'll beat you.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're a solid football team right now.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows what the hell? Who knows when they play the team with winning record? But
yeah.
Shit.
Well, that's the thing. Talking about the Rams, like they have, I like almost all their wins are against the NFC East.
Yeah.
They might have one win against somebody not in the NFC East.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Exactly.
And we still don't know if Sean McVay's offense works.
Yeah, because it's
spotty at best.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they've done a lot better job of running the football this year than they did last year.
But again, NFC East.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They played. I know it's the Niners. They were less injured when they played him on Sunday night,
right?
But they were still able to run the football against them. And I think they got beat by 10 or something like that. But I mean, still, I watched the game. The game wasn't close watching it,
right?
But still, you know what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't think Jared Goff's is that dude, but
he's not.
Who knows?
He's just not.
Yeah.
And I think he could be. I just sometimes that system might not be for him. And your running game. Now, granted, if your running game is phenomenal, like if you have Derrick Henry, I think Goff's going to be a phenomenal quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
But
he'd be a good quarterback in the Niners system, the way that they run the football.
Yeah, the way they do that, perfect.
Yep.
Well,
sure.
Maybe he'll get cut because everybody's going to have to start bloodletting.
Yeah, for sure.
And he's got one of them bigger contracts.
Uh-huh.
As long as everybody else on that team, them in Dallas.
Mm-hmm. They like to pay people.
They paying a lot of people for no wins. That's the other one. I think they have to cut Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah.
Watching him, like he's just not good at football.
Not right now.
He's just not. I mean, you watch, go, man, what? One, does he look like he's out of shape?
A little bit. He looks fat.
Yeah.
For him, you know. Yeah, for him.
It's like,
yeah.
Oh, man. Like I don't know.
Who knows?
But
who knows what the hell's going on?
Nobody does.
That's why we
talk Vegas. They tend to know.
Exactly. That's why we talk about it and they play about it.
Yeah, that's a pretty good point to that. Not as athletic as those guys. Yeah. Or fast or tough or big. Strong.
Better looking.
Yeah. Smarter.
Yeah.
Probably have bigger penises. That was a pre-talk. We got to talk about that. It's just the thought process of watching Dustin Johnson walk around. Of like, is there anybody on tour or in the world? I think that's how I stated it this morning. Of just watching Dustin Johnson walk around Augusta yesterday with the strut that he had of like, he has the walk of somebody who has the biggest penis on earth. I mean, it just that walk of like,
I got this
shit.
You
know you want it.
Mm-hmm.
You know you want it. That's the confidence that he had strutting around yesterday.
Yeah, why wouldn't you after playing around like that? Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel good.
Gretzky following you around.
Yeah. I feel good when I only shoot like 10 over, and that's the way I walk,
Yeah. I'm like, when's that Q school start?
Exactly. I'm ready for it.
I'm going to give it a run. I think I got it this year. Never shot 4 consecutive rounds in the 60s, but now I think I can do it 6 times because that's what Q school is. But yeah, that was, I think we both concur that he's probably going to win this.
Yeah.
Probably going to be a boring day. This might be a nap day because the NFL, hey, Roger Goodell was walking around Augusta National watching Tiger Woods play, smoking a cigar.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people have like, oh, yeah, he probably is a member there because he makes $50 million a year.
Exactly. Yeah.
But interesting what they did is how they backlogged the games. There's like 6 games. There's only 3 or 4 games at 1 today.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's 6 games at 4.
Yeah.
So hey, Augusta, or here,
Yeah, here's your time.
And that's the funny thing of seeing that look down and then see Goodell is a member there that, like tournament committee's like, hey, Raj.
Yeah.
It's got to be a Southern guy.
Yeah.
Hey, Raj, could you do something with the scheduling here on that there second week of November? Something tells me the NFL might kill our Sunday ratings.
Yeah. No shit.
Unless Tiger was winning.
Uh-huh.
And then the NFL would
be dipped a little
lose
bit.
a little bit. But not as much as you'd think.
No.
Because it's
golf
the greatest thing on TV.
Yeah, sure.
By a long shot.
It's
not even close.
Yeah.
So, Yeah, Dustin Johnson wins that. I'll go 5-0. Seth probably goes 1-4 because I don't know why he wouldn't. And the spread picks I gave you and the Bengals cold take wise, they probably went straight up today. Let's end on that.
Whiteside.